Get you some better shoes. Get you some better outfits. All right, you gonna go in there, you gonna flip that. And now you done made, after this 400, you would probably made 1,000.
Yeah, somebody told me that I'm changing. Honestly, it ain't the same me. Wine in my cup, sneaking up, got a nigga feeling wavy. And I'll be down if I let a nigga play me. 'Cause I know my worth, I know my worth. I know it will, I know my worth, I know my worth.
What's up? It's your girl Lexi Go. Memphis May used to pay, not modern made. Y'all, let me tell you about this story. How I came up with "Go Running" on my song. It was more so like I'm a head. And I mean that because in the club, like, you got the girls that's like average, you got the girls that's like fill-ins, and you got the girls that's like top girls. And of course, I'm a top girl, you know what I'm saying? But of course, like, it's a lot that comes with that. You can't just be a top girl and be basic, you know what I'm saying? You gotta always have your hair looking right, always have the right look, always like, attract the right customers, make the most, make a lot of money. And I make a lot of money. Like in the club, I was making a lot of money, okay? So I'm gonna tell you about this. Like, okay, so I knew that I was ahead when in Houston, I traveled to different clubs, but I also traveled to different clubs out of town too. So like I was in Miami, I was in Atlanta, I was in, just like wherever the occasion is, like All-Star, Super Bowl, all that. So I knew that I was ahead when I was at Onyx in Houston. And it's like, okay, it was a time where it was my peak, right? And when I say for a month straight, like when I say customers will come in there and look for me, and like as soon as I get to work, like I was coming to work late as hell, I ain't gonna lie. Everybody supposed to be at work by 10. I get to work by 12. I was always late, like I'm a late bitch. But I get to work at 12 just to see, how the atmosphere is. I want the money already out in the flow. I want the money already, out and about. You feel me? So I get dressed, I get on the flow. And when customers would pull me or ask for me to come over there, woo woo. And as soon as I go over there, people start picking up their money, like, okay, let me get out the way. Let me go here. I know y'all want Lexi to go. Let me get out the way. Oh, I know Lexi. Oh, y'all want Lexi to go. Oh, let me pick up my money because I know like she finna take all the money. Like I would hear girls whispering like that. Also in the will be like just linking up and having group chats about me and just finding anything to say about me to customers and telling customers I'm this, I'm that. You know what I'm saying? When it's like, I'm like, damn, I'm creating that much traction. So I feel like, all that comes with being ahead. Like you gotta create, disturbance around this. You gotta create the hate around this. You gotta bring the money in. You gotta be a top face where everybody checking for you, okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm checking in, not out. You feel me? Like I'm getting my bread. When I come to work, I'm cashing out. For a month straight, I'm cashing out 2s and 3s. 2,000 on a light day, 3,000 on a mid day. On a good day, 4,500 to 5,000. And that's no cap in my rap. Like real talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I pay taxes. I'm a taxpayer. A lot of people don't even pay taxes. So you gotta be like, in order to be ahead, you gotta be on top of you gotta be organized. You feel me? Like you can't just say you ahead and then still walk around this with beat up clothes and beat up hair. Like no, you gotta attract the money in order to, you know what I'm saying? You gotta look like money in order to attract the money. You gotta have everything on point. Like it's just self-explanatory. I'm that, and everybody will tell you. You can ask anybody around Houston, who is Lexi Go? What Lexi Go about? Oh, that's the top right there. Oh, that ain't playing. That get money. Like every time you speak about me, it's gonna be some bread in front of it. So I'm trying to get y'all a game about, how to be there, how to be a head bitch. Of course, you got the clubs where you got to pay tip out. You got to do all that. But, man, what's $100 to $2,000? What's $100 to $1,500? And you got the girls that probably don't make that type of money. You ain't going to make this type of money because your mental not right. You got to have the right mental. You got to know you're going to come in there and cash out. So you got to come in there with a good attitude. You got to come in there with, you know what I'm saying, always have nice outfits. Like, don't have no beat down ass little outfits and the little baby shoes. Don't come in there with no baby shoes. See what everybody else is wearing and kind of catch that wave. You can look at one of these vets around here in the club and see like, okay, it look good, all right. Now you may have just started today. So if you just started today, you can wear baby shoes today because it's your first day. But when you make that first couple hundred, all right, go ahead and invest in that little fit. And I know that's all you probably got. If that's a moment where you that's probably all you got. But at the moment, get what you got. You know what I'm saying? Take that and invest behind your look. When you invest behind your look, get the right, you know what I'm saying? Get you some better shoes. Get you some better outfits. All right, you gonna go in there, you gonna flip that. And now you done made, after this 400, you would probably made 1,000. You get what I'm saying? Because, okay, she looking like what I want to see. A nigga want he want animation. You know what I'm saying? A nigga want the illusion. He want what he ain't got at home. If you looking like what he got at home, 9 times out of 10, he ain't finna spend too much on you. He want what he can't get, and that's what the thing is about. These, like, you know what I'm saying? These niggas want that look, that attraction. Like, they want to feel like they connected to you in a way. They're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I want this. I gotta have this. So I'm gonna spend whatever the I gotta spend for this to fuck with me. But at the end of the day, you know you ain't going home. You know you ain't doing that. So yeah, of course, you know what I'm saying? A conversation rule the nation too. You gotta have that game. So that, hey, food for thought, bitch. Like, when I say I got game for sale, I really got game for sale, but I'm giving it to y'all right now as a jewel. So I need y'all to write this shit down, take this shit. You know what I'm saying? Take this shit in. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta attract the money. You feel me? Like, know who's your customers. Know who got the money. Don't just judge a customer by he ain't got no money on the table. 9 times out of 10, he might got 2,000 sitting in the seat behind him. You will never know until you go to him. Go to every customer. Talk to these people. You know what I'm saying? See what's going on. And then on top of that, he might be your everyday customer. He gonna feel like, okay, Shay made me feel comfortable. Brittany made me feel like this. So I'm gonna go with Brittany because, you know what I'm saying, Brittany made me feel a different type of way. You feel me? Shay cool. She made me feel comfortable for that moment. But Brittany got me feeling like, you know what I'm saying, anything must go around this mother. And it don't. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, y'all gotta step y'all game up if y'all wanna be ahead. That's why I say, where the chicken at? Where them dollars at? Because at the end of the day, you looking for the money. When you come in work, the money gonna come to you regardless. If you got the right attitude, you know you finna get some money. You know you finna step on. The main objective is to step on these hoes. You know what I'm saying? Don't never let no get one up on you. She finna go to your customer before you go to her. Or she finna go there. No, always stay quick on your feet, baby. Slow feet don't eat. And you ain't gonna get nothing if you sit down saying, you know what I'm saying, I'll wait until this other girl makes some money and then I'm gonna go to this customer. No, get your ass up and go over there, because 9 times out of 10, you might have beat that bitch before she get that first 1,000. So that first 1,000 gone, Lil Ricky probably gonna be in the chair for about 5 minutes. He probably ain't gonna be in the chair too much longer than that. He gonna go get him a drink probably, get up out of here, and now your 1,000 gone, girl. You could've got the 1,000. So like I said, this is food for thought, word of the game from Lexi Go. So y'all know I'm really a head bitch. Ain't no cap in my rap. I get money, you know what I'm saying? I attract money. I make movies, you feel me? Like, I'm an actress, you know what I'm saying? Like, I pay taxes, I'm a homeowner. You gotta be smart with your money, y'all. You can't be around this joint just splurging and buying purse when you want to. Let that buy your purse. You ain't gotta buy the purse today. Let that buy your purse. And you go save your money. Or you go put your money on something and invest in yourself, invest in your whole just brand. And that way you can build yourself up past the club. Because you gotta think past the club sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? You can't just always be in the club. Like, I wanted more for myself. So that's why I invested into more. I invested into assets. I invested into, you know what I'm saying, music. I own a dance store. You know what I'm saying? So I know all about entrepreneurship, and that's what you gotta do as well. When you're a dancer, you can't just think all the way, just dance. A new bitch turn 18 every day. New bitch turn 21 every day. You feel me? So you gotta think more like, okay, you know what? I made 5,000 this week, or I made 2,500 this week. Let me put at least 1,500 up, and let me, you know what I'm saying, I could do something else with this 1,000. After you pay your bills or whatever, you got something left over. Or you got this, like, you know what I'm saying, let me try to invest in a CPA and pay my taxes off. Or something. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't work, y'all. That shit gonna help y'all grow. Y'all, like, you might be 21 today. Next thing you know, tomorrow you'll be 27. And you'll be like, damn, I could have had a house. I could have had this, I could have had that. And then them folks telling you, like, you ain't got no no taxes. You don't got nothing to show that you're a dancer, or you don't got nothing to show that you're self-employed. And you looking at them like, no, I just make the money. Cash flow is cool, but it's also good to build your credit. It's also good to like, just invest in yourself all the way around, y'all. You gotta be more smart, with your money. And that's what, it shows for itself. That's what I'm doing. And I'm trying to, break through this path to show y'all, y'all can do whatever y'all put y'all mind to. Y'all don't gotta really just, stick to just club. You know what I'm saying? In that life, it get like that. And I call it the underworld. The underworld, you get so much going on. You got girls that crash out. You got girls that, drink too goddamn much, that need to leave the alcohol alone. I don't drink or smoke. I be always watching my surroundings. I always watch everything. I'm always on top of I be always thinking ahead. I think 10 times ahead of everybody. So I know, what I'm gonna do tomorrow with this money. What I'm gonna do next week with this money. I want this. I want a $200,000 bank loan. You feel me? I gotta have the money to show for it. So let me put this money up right quick. Let me stack this bread up. Y'all gotta be smart. That's all I'm saying. I'm talking to my peer dancers, the girls that either wanna be a dancer and that ain't started yet, and they keep asking me for the game on Instagram, or you know what I'm saying? You in the game and you don't really have that shoulder to lean on. I was once like you, for real. I was there. I was a baby dancer where I didn't know really I had to learn on my own. I had to, get the guidance of veteran dancers. And veteran dancers, they tricky too. Don't let them tell you too much, gang. You know what I'm saying? They tell you too much, they feel like you owe them. Don't take too much from a bitch. Just learn just by observing. You gotta observe the game, you feel me? You get this game from every club you go to, you learn that club and you see, okay, what I need to be doing to make this much money like this. What I need to be doing to do this. Yeah, you may not be at that level right there, but at the end of the day, as long as you moving like that, get that illusion, you never know what you will attract, you feel me? So, I say, food for thought. Invest in yourself. Man, stay ahead of the game. Don't let nobody get one up on you, you feel me? Man, leave the alcohol and the drugs alone, y'all. That is not gonna help y'all make no money. I get it, y'all be nervous, but that don't do nothing but make you crash out. I don't watch my own homegirls who I thought that, man, I'm gonna tell y'all a story one time, man. It was a girl, man, I got plenty of stories from the game. It was a girl, man, we was beefing so much, cause the girl, we were so much alike. But she didn't like me, and I don't like a that don't like me. You feel me? So I ain't no hating ass. But she was kind of giving off hater vibes because she was a veteran dancer and I was a young dancer. You know what I'm saying? I was still young and fresh. And she felt like I was taking all her customers. And woo, but I can't help it. I can't help what I attract. But at the end of the day, we was beefing so much to where we finally just had a conversation. And this one threw me off. When I owned my dance store, y'all, she showed up in my dance store one day, and I never forget this. She showed up in my dance store and she spent $200 on me. And she was like, you know what? I don't got no problem with you. And you know what I'm saying? She was like, I see myself in you a lot. And she was like, you bad as hell. I'm bad. You bad. She was a red bone. You know what I'm saying? We both red. And she was like, you know what I'm saying? You fine. I'm fine. She was like, I want to just, squash the beef and we can just go ahead and move. Let bygones be bygones. We don't got to beef in the club. Matter of fact, we can get money together. It's more money to go around. I was like, you know what? You're right. I've been saying that. I could work with you, but you be hating on me. You feel me? But she told me, she was like, you know what? We can squash this shit and we can really dominate the club. And when she said that, I said, you know what? You right about that. I'm gonna take y'all off on that. So I started going to work. And I started, me and her started talking. You know what I'm saying? We started linking up on certain tables, doubling the money, you feel me? Sometimes, we weren't working together, but we'll go to certain tables together and bust down good $500,000. And everything was cool. Man, when I say 3 weeks later, that girl got shot up 50 times. Literally, they was following, somebody was following her because they thought she was her dude. And they followed her to her driveway. And I'm saying, y'all, no bullshit. It can make me cry right there. That's how real this shit is. That girl got shot up 50 times. And next thing you know, we had a good time the night before she got shot up. We was dancing for these basketball players, me and her and about 3 other girls. And we bust down at least 2,000 apiece. It was at least, they spent at least 10,000, these basketball players. And we had such a good time, such a fun time at Onyx. Next thing you know, y'all, the next day, we seen her on the news. She was on the news. The news, this whole situation where, dancer gets followed home and she gets shot up 50 times. When I say y'all, I was so devastated by that. I still keep the video in the picture of her coming to my shop. I still look at it sometimes to this day, you know what I'm saying? Just to remind me, damn, life is too short. Like, what was we beefing for in the first place? But I'm glad we made amends before, you know what I'm saying, it was our last breath. So I did have a good time with her. Like, I learned a lot from her. And so I'm telling y'all, like, man, be cautious of y'all surroundings, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You never know when it's y'all last time. It's a lot going on around the club. Like, it may look good, the money may be good, but it ain't always good. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got your back, who else got it? You feel me? You gotta always be on top of your like, don't, you know what I'm saying? Stop accepting any and everything from these guys when they try to give you something. Oh, you want this? You want this pill? Oh, I got pills. You want one? I got some weed. You want none? You never know what that weed lace. You never know what them pills fake. I got a homegirl, man. She was mine. There's another dancer. I know a number of dancers that don't pass away. Like, I know one girl. She was like, she sold grapes around Houston. She had a grape business. She was finna take off. She was the first to do grapes around Houston. She was doing so good. She was addicted to fake perk. So one day she took, like, what I said, she addicted to perk, and she took a fake perk one day, or like a year. And next you know, she was gone. Like, we seen her on the news. I had another girl, like, and rest in peace to all these girls. You know what I'm saying? Had another girl, man, like, me and her was like, that was my ex-boon coon. Like, she was another veteran dancer. Like, me and her had a strong bond. Like, she would always, like, come and get me for table, come and get me for dances, all type of stuff. Like, when she knew the customer was looking for a certain type of female, she'd come get me. You know what I'm saying? Free game. Like, man, she, like, I looked up to her because her mom, like, you know what I'm saying? Her mom would come always support us. Like, it was like, although we in a strip club and you got your haters, you got, you know, girls that's like, you know, you don't really know, it's still like a sisterhood. So regardless of what it is, we're still in there as women. We still got to protect each other as women, you know what I'm saying? And so her mom would always make gumbo, bring it up to the club, you know what I'm saying, share it with us. If they have events or birthday parties or whatever, we would always go to support her. And next thing you know, she had stage 4 cancer, like, one day out of nowhere. And she only had a month to live. After we had already had years of having fun, at least 5 years of having fun with each other, she had a month to live. And I went to her last function before, like, her last event with her family. Me and a couple other dancers, we used to check on her every other week before, you know what I'm saying, it was time to pass over. And, you know, it's just sad. Like, you know, you see girls that you actually build bonds with, next thing you know, they be gone. So it's just to show y'all, like, make sure y'all stay on y'all health. Make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying, on top of y'all you know what I'm saying? Like, watch our surroundings, watch our back, you know what I'm saying? Stay away from drugs. If you're gonna get your money, have a goal. Know what you're getting it for. Know where you're trying to go. Know where you're headed to. And then you get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Get up out of there when you can. Like, don't just linger on in there. That's how sometimes some shit don't work out. And you know what I'm saying? You just never know. So, you know, it's just word for thought. Like, I feel like I done gave y'all some good game. So if y'all need any more questions, y'all gotta look for me _Lexi_Gold. You know what I'm saying? I might start a podcast or some shit. I don't know. But at the end of the day, that's a lot of game right there that I don't really tell, because, like, you know what I'm saying? Be so envious and shit. But I feel like, you know what? I'm using my platform in the right way to help y'all. Like, this is just everything y'all need to know. Y'all tools, man, to stay ahead of the game. Real talk. And this Lexi Gold.